Hello, this is question 4 on your Statistics and Mechanics paper from Edexcel in 2018, the AS paper. So you have a large dataset question. Helen is studying the daily mean wind speed for Camborne using the large dataset from 1987. And the data for 1 month is in this table. Yeah, it's summarized here. Calculate the mean for this data. So the first thing you have to realize is that you have NA here. NA is not the same that TR. NA is not available, so we don't have anything recorded in 13 days, while TR is that is very small. So when we do our calculations, if we have TR, those values will be 0 in our calculations. While if we have NA, we just have to ignore that column. So we have to ignore 13 values. Yeah. If we calculate the mean, we are going to add all these values divided by the total frequency. But when we find the total frequency, we are going to ignore completely the 13. Yeah. So that's what we are going to do to find the mean. The mean for A, the mean is going to be sum of x times the frequency, or frequency x, usually you see written that way. So sum of fx divided by sum of f. We are doing 6 times 2 plus 7 times 3 plus 8 plus 2 times 2, etc. And then that value is 184. And the sum of frequencies is all this value added together. So remember, we are ignoring completely the 13. So we have 18 values. And this is 10.222 recurring. If we run to 3 significant figures, we have 10.2. Yeah, 2, 3 significant figures. Then B says calculate the standard deviation for this data and state the units. So the standard deviation, we are going to use the formula. So we are going to do the square root of sum of fx squared divided by sum of f minus the mean. So we are doing sum of fx divided by sum of f squared. But this value is the one that we just found. So don't do the calculation again, because this is the mean. Yeah, this is this value here. So if we multiply and we add, we do 6 squared times 2 plus 7 squared times 3 plus 8 squared times 2 and so on. That value is 2062 divided by 18 values minus the mean squared. Yeah, and be careful because this 18 doesn't go square or anything, it's just the frequency. And this is just with the calculator 3.1720, and we round to 3 significant figures. We have 3.17. And be careful because they say, and they love the units in the large data set, state the units. So the units for the wind, remember, is knots. So you have to write knots, or KN, that is the abbreviation, knots, and 3 significant figures. Please remember to specify what you have rounded to. So these are the first two. Yeah. Then the means and standard deviation of the daily mean wind speed for the other months from the large data set for Camborne are given in this table. Using your knowledge of the large data set, suggest giving a reason which month have a mean of 11.57. So they are obviously disorganized in time, and this one is the one with the highest mean. So remember, the data in the large data set is from May to October, and the most windy month in UK, because Camborne is in the southeast in UK, southwest in UK, the windiest month in UK is October. If you don't remember that, I can show you. Let me show you large data set. It's 1987, and you have Camborne here in this tab. If you see column E, which is the daily mean wind speed, you are going to see that the highest values, so I'm in column E, but I cannot point now in this screen, you see the largest values are in October, when we have up to 20 something, so 17, 20 something. Let me show you. So we have a few values that are quite large, yeah, in October, like 21, where it's a fresh in the other scale, the numbers are quite high. So I have 21, 18, 16, 21 again, 17. So the windiest month is October in UK. So we can write it here. So it will be October because there is the windiest. October is the windiest month in UK. It's difficult to remember those things. Sometimes maybe you can use a bit of common sense, thinking that all other months are spring, summer, and in UK the weather is worse in October than in summer usually. Then the data for these months are summarized in the box plots on the opposite page. They are not in month order or the same order and is table 2. And state the meaning of the asterisk symbol in some of the box plots. So these are the box plots and you have 2 asterisks. Remember that the asterisks, they just mean outliers. So when we have an outlier, in a box plot, we are going always to represent it outside as an asterisk or an X, little x. So suggest, given your reasons, which of the months in table 2 is most likely to be summarized in the box plot marked with Y. So let's have a look. This one is Y. So if you compare them, you know that in the box plots we represent the quartiles. So this middle line here is the median, which is not the same as the mean, but is giving us the idea of central tendency. So these 2 values, or these 2 box plots, are the ones with lowest median, which means that is probably lowest mean as well. This one, the one that we are interested in, has larger larger range, so the values are more spread, and it has an outlier that is going to influence the mean. So remember, when I find the mean, I add all the values, so this outlier will be included, which means it will bring my mean slightly higher. So if we look at the values in the table, these 2 are the ones with lower mean. This one has more spread than this one, and this slightly higher mean could be because of this outlier has been counted. So this will bring the mean, not the median, but the mean up. So it's very likely that it's this value here, because it has a lower mean, but not the lowest, and a higher spread than this one. Yeah, so we can say that. So B for E, no, it's not E, no, it's D2. So this one was D1 and this one D2. So this could be month B because it has a low mean and wider spread or range. Yeah, and that's all with this question. I just wanted to show you mainly because of this, so don't confuse, don't make the mistake of considering this 0 and then adding these values to your number of values, because when you have NA, that means the data is not available and you ignore completely the column in your calculation. It's like if this is not at all in your table. Yeah, well, if you have strays, like in the wind speed, in the rainfall, they will be zeros. Yeah, and that's all with this question.